Shalom, shalom, shalom. All honor, praise, and glory be to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Wahakodash Rakah. Call Kabah Halal, Wahadar Allah, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Wahakodash Rakah, which is to say that same phrase in the Hebrew, the ancient Hebrew tongue. I'm your brother Shariat, Nawasai, Shaman, coming back. And double honors to the apostles and the elders over at the Great Millstone who rule well of Yasha Allah, and peace and blessings to you brothers out teaching this truth across the four corners of the earth where we have been scattered to. Peace and blessings as well. And to the rest of you that help make up, that will help make up the remnant that will be left after the destruction that's promised to come to America, just in the day of the Lord's wrath, man. Peace and blessings as well. That is only all you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. All right. So invest. This is something that was just pretty much just put on my spirit. I got settled, and it was just something that just made a lot of sense at the time. So I was like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and do something on that, Lord willing. Let me hop to it while it's hot. So just pretty much going into how, the investors in this, your shares are tripling. And for anybody that's familiar with stock and stuff like that, if not, this would be like a quick briefing, give you somewhat of an idea, because that's basically what we're dealing with. Now, as I said, also, but to all those invested in this truth, watch your shares, man, abundantly flip. They're gonna abundantly flip. That's prophecy, man. That's a promise. It says invest, expend money with the expend money, and then also you can see it in all economics, military. But it says expend money with the expectation of achieving a profit. With the expectation of achieving a profit or material result by putting it into financial schemes, shares, or property, or by using it to develop a commercial venture. So one part I want to get. So it says expend money. And we know what the money we're going to go into, but it says with the expectation of achieving a profit. All right. So that's very important. So we're going to get that. This is Iraq 12 and Salaki. It's not 12. It's 22. It says the blessing, I'll start at 22. The blessing of the Lord is in the reward of the godly. And suddenly he maketh his blessing to flourish. See that? We want that word flourish. It says, say not what profit is there of my service. Say not what profit is there of my service. And what good things shall I have hereafter? Again, say not I have enough and possess many things. And what evil can come to me hereafter? You see? So we're not those people, those invested. We've realized we need to make more sense in our lives, right? And with certain things that we possess in our lives with as far as being in this truth, which is this knowledge. Those that have sense in the world know that they should have their money make money. You don't want to be in a position where you are just, you don't have any, for brothers familiar with these type of things, I'm trying to recall now, but you have things like passive income. I believe that's because as I said, this would be a quick briefing. And I want to make sure I keep my point. You know, because the Lord doesn't have dummies in His truth, man. You know, you won't be dumb after you come into this truth and you properly, you know, apply yourself in this thing. So you got passive income. It says is earnings derived from a rental property, limited partnership, or other enterprise in which a person is not actively involved. As with active income, passive is usually taxable. However, it is often treated differently by the Internal Revenue Service. So you want to, when you want to be able to have passive income, it's because it says passive income includes regular earnings from a source other than an employer or contract. So it's what Jake calls a side hustle. So you'll have your main thing and you'll have your side hustle, because you want to have, I believe it's like 3. This stuff I used to, to go into and deal with. But anyway, it says the Internal Revenue Service, IRS, says passive income can come from 2 sources: rental property or a business in which one does not actively participate, such as being paid book royalties or stock dividends. Now, that's making more sense than someone just going to work and just getting a check. You don't have you have all your eggs in one basket, if you will. Now, in this sense, and in truth, we really are putting all our eggs in this one basket, you know. But in another spiritual sense, we also have passive income, because it tells you that. Let me get this real quick. I said this would be just some understanding or willingness. This will be edifying. All right, because this is a passive income, man. We have our regular lives, because this is not a so-called bum. We're not bums, man. Right? Hey, that use. We're not bums by any means. To some people we are, because brothers gave up certain things they were doing and stuff like that. We're just supposed to be even kill. So not too high nor too low. So with that, that's in the world. You know, that's in this truth as world. That's because we're in the truth while still being amongst the world, pretty much. Okay. So just in this truth, you're basically in a bubble. You see this? See how? All right. Anyway, I'm gonna just get it on here. Use the world. All right. This is crazy. 1 Corinthians 7:31. And it reads, it says, I'm going to start at 30. And they that weep as though they wept not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as though they possess not. You see? And they that use this world as not, so like it's not abusing it, for the fashion of this world pass away. So we still have not ties. Well, we do have ties. We just don't have cares like you people, you know. So that's just to prove that's where we different at. You think we don't buy, you think we don't do these things, but we do. So with that, that's just proving that we do have, we are in this amongst this world. So with that being said, most brothers sisters, they working jobs, stuff like that. Now, the people that's getting to it in the world, those are people who are invested highly. They don't just go to work. They have a side hustle. They have different flows of income, because it's been a while since I went into those type of things. But just with this topic hitting me, it just makes so much sense of how this is all spiritually connected. So that's proven already. Now, with that being said, we also have an outlet to where we're making money in this truth. You see what I'm saying? So that will be likened unto a passive income. Now, when I go back to this, 11 and 22, it says, Sirach, it say, the blessing of the Lord is in the reward of the godly, and suddenly he maketh his blessing to flourish. Say not, what profit is there of my service, and what goods and what good things shall I have hereafter? So you couldn't tell this to some business shark, some guy on Wall Street, because he's thinking about a profit. He can't receive. This is a moment when he's not a good investor. You know what I'm saying? He's not ahead of the curve. It says, again, say not, I have enough and possess many things, and what evil can come to me hereafter? He got a bunker. He has a fortress, if you will. It says, in the day, a highly protected penthouse or something he lives in. It says, it says, in the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. And let me go ahead and finish it since I started. And in the day of affliction, there is no remembrance of prosperity. Now, it says, so the point being, that's when we're smart. You get what I'm saying? We like, wait, I can't put all my eggs in this one basket. I can't just have one income. See what I'm saying? Like, if I'm gonna be living this life, I need to be making my money make money. See what I'm saying? Because your spirit is actually likened unto money, and what comes on your spirit with being in this truth now is the knowledge of Yahweh Shah. So now we can get to this. All right, really quick, I'm gonna go back. All right. See, provide or endow someone or something with a particular quality or attribute. Now let's go find out what it is I'm going on and on about. All right, going for a minute, so I'm gonna try to make this quick. All right, this is Matthew, and we're gonna start at 13 and 12. Matthew 13 and 12. It says, for whosoever hath, to him shall be given. See that? And have what? Have works. Have the seal of Yahweh shall have this knowledge. Have this truth. For whosoever amongst you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you blacks, aka Negroes, including you so-called Latinos and Native American Indians, because you're the real Israelites, for whosoever hath what? The truth. To him, and invested in it, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. You see what I'm saying? But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away even that he hath. And those are facts. I'm reading them. This is truth. All right. Now let's go back. So if you have this truth, you're going to get what having the truth and works is going to flip, was supposed to flip to. This is, I got a few scriptures lined up. This one going to be off the spirit real quick. This is Jeremiah 17, to back that up real quick, and 10. Gotta get them in where they fit in. It says, I, Yahweh, search the heart. See that? He searched the mind. You see? I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings. So once it's time for pretty much for a payout or something like that, it's like likened unto work, your schedule at work. They check the system to see who's been punched in, who's been at work. That's who get a check paid out to them. You see? So if you are the so-called black, if you are the Israelite nation consisting of so-called blacks, aka Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, if you're not showing up in this system in its truth, or if you're in it and you have no, you're not invested, you haven't made any investments, which is certain works. You see what I'm saying? Which will be likened unto our investments, to a certain amount of money we put in, a certain amount of labor. You probably not gonna get a paycheck. You're gonna get fired. You know, you're gonna have wasted your time. You're not gonna receive a profit. That's why I say, I, Yahweh, I, the Lord, say, search the heart, because that's where His truth is supposed to be at. You see, that's the system to properly judge somebody, because you get to see where they truly been at. Has this person been clocking in? Has this person been here? Has this person been cheating the system? Has this person been late or something like that? Yahweh search the heart. So that's like the Lord searching your mind is likened unto a boss searching, you know, the time clock. You see what I'm saying? I tried the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings. So if you're in this truth, you know, you logged in the system. If you're invested, you got your Fidelity account. Say it's just because usually you got to do a pullout. But let's just say it's an instance where they have to pay people out for whatever reason. Once that stock has succeeded, really, whatever that stock may have done, that's what you're gonna get. So if it failed miserably, you're not gonna get anything back. But if it went on and accomplished, succeeded, that's when you're gonna get a high payout. But it's gonna be based off you being invested. Let me get that. This is Jeremiah. Let's see. Jeremiah, let me just get it right here. 55 and 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. So we invested in Yahweh, saying, yo, turn back to me. I'm finna destroy this place. We're living in a way that to show we believe that. Thus, AKA making investments. You see what I'm saying? To where once it's time for a payout, or when we're ready to receive, we'll be able to. You see? Because this thing is not going on it to accomplish. It's gonna go on and accomplish. So we're invested in that. We're betting with the Lord. You see? So yeah, you got your regular paycheck coming in or whatever, or however you make your ends, you know, lawfully. But whole point of the matter is, this is what we truly invested in. You see? That's just an example. This is where my spirit was, just, you know, led me. But anyway, it says, we'll keep getting these. All right, let's go back to Matthew. All right, so Matthew 25, Lord willing, this is making sense. Matthew 25 and got a few minutes. It says Matthew 25 and 27. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, And then at my coming, I should have received my own with usury. You see? So we got money. What did it say about invested? Invested means, it says expend money. What money is there had in this? Because Yahweh just said out of his mouth, he said, Matthew 25:27, thou, meaning you, all this, therefore, to have put my money to the exchangers. And then at my coming, I should have received my own with usury. What is the money? It's this knowledge, man. What he gave. You see? And usury is going into profit. See him flipping. So the Lord is about he's invested. Everyone is invested, waiting on this profit to come. You see? It says 28. It says, take therefore the talent from him and give it unto him which had 10 talents. So this is a guy who received more money to be able to invest more. The more you got, the more you put out, the more you're able to put out. See, provide or endow someone or something with a particular quality or attribute. So whatever the Lord has given you with this, that's what you need to be putting out and flipping it. Because this is about, if you got the money and you know the stock about to go up, you need to put your money in. So in the more you get in, that's the more you're going to receive. You're going to benefit. Verse 29, for unto everyone that have shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that have not shall be taken away even that which he had. All right. So, and we could see, so we seeing we seeing it flip. And how are we seeing this investment flip? Because it says Isaiah 44:26 that confirmeth the word of his servant. You see, it's happening. We telling people the chip is coming. It's here. We telling people they're finna make the vaccine mandatory. It's already mandatory in Texas. We're telling people America's about to be destroyed by nuclear fire. China just tested a new missile, the Dongfeng something. I forget what it's called, but put in Dongfeng. All these missiles, the arms race war. You know, and Russia's supplying everybody with all type of different military weapons of destruction, man, of mass destruction. Not just to defend themselves, but to destroy. So all those things being confirmed, that we're invested in and believe in that, because their loss, these coming to pass is our gain. These things coming to pass is our gain. So we have right here the Lord saying that confirmeth the word of his servant and performeth the counsel of his messengers, that saith to Jerusalem, thou shalt be inhabited. See? And to the cities of Judah ye shall be built. All right? And I will raise up the decayed places. Salakia. And I will raise up the decayed places thereof. So we're telling people that, man, we're going to get the kingdom. All of these things, man. That's the ultimate prophet. That's when Yahweh said he expecting these things to be applied. People that have took this knowledge, aka money, and fully invested it, put it all in, applied it. You know, putting it into the internet, putting it into the streets, putting it into your life, your walk. You know what I'm saying? Your psyche, your way of thinking now. To where it is the people that will be saved. The Israelites, it is a remnant of Israelites that will be saved, beamed up, and this, and having this happen come to pass. This is Isaiah 61:6. But ye shall be named priests of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Men shall call you the ministers of our power. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall ye boast yourselves. All right. It say, because it's a flip, right? For your shame ye shall have double, and for confusion they shall rejoice in their portion. Therefore in their land they shall possess the double. Everlasting joy shall be unto them. So we're gonna, for our shame, we're gonna all of this, us being invested in believing that we truly are shamed, because the Lord tell us right here. I'm gonna just paraphrase. He tell us in Revelation, the third chapter, like the 16th, 17th verse, because he gonna spew people out, you Israelites, because you don't believe that you're broke, you're without. You don't need a passive income. You think your regular life is just enough. And those the same people that suck in the world, that don't understand how to make their money make money from them. You alive, you get this one life. YOLO on the right hand side. Me and the brother was talking about that. That's what this is. So we making this make sense. You got these vessels, these antennas that's able to pick up on things that other nations can't. But the Lord has blinded. The elect have, like the scriptures say, the elect have attained it, and the rest were blinded. So if you at least been given a chance, because we still got to tell you, you supposed to be investing, man. Because we gonna have double. You see, that's what it's gonna come down to. All right. And how we know that? Because it say Jeremiah 17:18, let them be confounded that persecute me. It says, but let me not be confounded. Let them be dismayed, but let not me be dismayed. Bring upon them the day of evil and destroy them with double destruction. So we're going to double our profit, and you're going to be double destroyed. And we're telling you that. And when we start to see these things happen and come to pass, that's when we're going to, that's why I say, to all the investors in this truth, watch your shares flip unfathomably, man. To all investors in this truth, your shares are flipping. They're tripling, To all investors in this truth, your shares are tripling. COVID, America shutting down, it's uproars of the people. They're talking 40 million people about to be homeless, animals all over the place. This has been the most blood moons you've seen in a year. UFO sightings everywhere. Our shares are tripling. People can't confound us. Esau he's getting ready to defame us. It says 1 Corinthians 3:7. So then neither is he that planteth anything, neither he that watereth, but God that giveth the increase. See what I'm saying? So we just blessed. It's of the being of the elect, as I said. Galatians 6:8. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting. You see? And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. Just stay invested, man. It say Revelation 18:2, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and become the habitation of devils. Bunch of fakes live here and liars. People lying to themselves and others and their children. It says, in the people of God, it says, in the hold of every foul spirit, in a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornications. Talking about America. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. All the other kingdoms, that come here, send their kids here from different countries. Chinaman, so Moabite, he sends his child here, his daughters, his sons. People come here all over the world to go to Chicago, downtown tour, the Magnificent Mile. Guess what? They shutting that down. They tell you go look that article up, man. So this is we're watching our shares triple, man. I'm invested in all of this, man. It says I got stocks. I done bought shares in all the whole stock, man. All these different stocks. We ate the whole roll. It says, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. So Jake want to get rich now. You know, they can't, they don't understand wealth. They don't understand riches, the difference between riches and wealth. See what I'm saying? It says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled to her double. So what did she do? As far as one of the things we're going to double up on. It says, Revelation 18:3, for all the nations have drunk of the wine of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. My point being this, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. So we're going to double down. We're going to double up on riches, man, on her riches. That's why he said we're going to eat the riches of the Gentiles, man. So Lord willing, this has been edifying. I'm going to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. I believe that's everything I want to get. Yeah, man. Let me see. Psalms 37 and 3. Trust ye in the Lord and do good. Trust ye in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua and do good. And so shalt thou dwell in the land. Lebanon was just bombed. That's Israel. What land? Israel. Lebanon is actually a part of Israel. See? How are we going to get there if a bunch of heathens there? He's killing them. See? And verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. He shall give thee the desires of thine heart. See? Commit thy way unto the Lord. Commit. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. Lord willing, this has been edifying. Shalom.